woman. You're a black woman. Come on. Y'all are black. Y'all are black. You're black. Get on.
Do we even know who is this 4chan?
This is very serious. Come for the cause, folks. Because it's not about white or black, it's about us.
He may have been just a system administrator who knew his way around and how to hack things.
Who is this 4chan?
The infamous hacker known as 4chan is at it again. 4chan is hunting down Antifa. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on boards.4chan.org/poll. Politically incorrect. Here you can see on the following thread. Anonymous says, Poll War Room Mega Thread. Time for some weaponized autism and find them. I post all pictures here in case Twitter censors all the posts again. Get ready, shit is about to hit the fan. So, the infamous hacker known as 4chan is tracking down the Antifa members who pulled down a statue and who are caught on camera committing criminal actions. Here you can see they post the following image of Donald J. Trump posting wanted photos of these protesters who brought down these statues. Here you can see United States Park Police, Criminal Investigations, Major Crimes Unit. Attempt to identify. You can see a man in a Black Lives Matter shirt wearing a face mask, as well as other people. Now, all of these people are confirmed to be involved in major destruction of property and of history, and their days are certainly numbered now, with 4chan on the case. The weaponized autism of 4chan is more powerful than the CIA, the FBI, and even the IRS. 4chan can find anyone. Many of you may remember when 4chan found Shia LaBeouf's He Will Not Divide Us flag. They triangulated the stars, listened to frog patterns, and even read the wood panels on the back of the cabin. And using just that little amount of information, they were able to triangulate the exact location of that flag. So now, 4chan is hunting these people down. Many Anons had different things to say about this. Here he says, funny that Crocs keep making these threads. Am I supposed to believe the government hasn't already identified these people? Especially Big Red. After implementing contract tracing and marrying the NSA to Silicon Valley for 20 years. Give me an effing break. Now, I do not know about the government's ability to find people, but it is important to note that a lot of these people were wearing masks. However, you can see that some of these people weren't. For example, you can see here, this man is clearly not wearing a mask. I suspect it's only a matter of time before he is found. And the reason that this is important is because the more people that get arrested by the government for destroying our history, destroying public statues of historical figures and historical monuments, the sooner we'll be able to protect that history from those who wish to do us and our history harm. Here, one Anon suggests, start searching through Twitter. Look through every second of the clips that are being posted in related hashtags, like hashtag Andrew Jackson. Then he gives the following example. Here you can see the protesters attempting to surround and pull down this statue. Here you can see the police trying to pull back the protesters and protect the statue. I do not know if they succeeded. Now, destruction of public property is a very serious crime. In fact, it's a felony. Here you can see on justice.gov, destruction of government property. Section 1361 protects any property of the United States or agency or department thereof, or any property being manufactured or constructed for the United States, etc., to be protected from willful depredation or attempted depredation, which is the act of plundering, robbing, pillaging, or laying waste. And you know, it's a bunch of legalese, but it's a very serious crime. Here on Google you can see, vandalism that results in serious damage to valuable property is a felony. Defendants charged with a felony can be charged with more than 1 year in state prison and significant fines. Most states categorize damage to property worth less than $500 as a misdemeanor, and anything more than $500 is a felony. Now, I'm sure that many of these public statues of historical figures are certainly worth more than $500. So all of the people here are guilty of felonies. Very, very serious. And they will be going to jail for a long time. Now, here is an Anon mocking hacker 4chan for trying to use his hacking skills for good. He says, This is like watching a bunch of kids playing cops. Adorable. And he's basically implying that 4chan's not gonna find anyone. After all, what could a few people on the internet do to find these criminals? Well, guess what? They already found one. Here on another Antifa hunt thread, you can see the following. Anonymous says, 1 down, about 14 to go. Here you can see an image of an Instagram profile. The username is CTWalkup, and this person has about 800 followers and is following around 1,000 people. His name is Christopher Walkup. His profile goes on to say, not all those who wander are lost. He/him/his. Returned at Peace Corps volunteer, Democratic Socialist, filthy commie, vegan. At University of Maryland, BA/MPP, Illumini. Now, normally I would hide someone's name when I'm talking about them, only in certain cases, but in this case, I'm not going to for a couple of reasons. 1, this person is implicated in a major felony, destruction of public property and historical monuments. Some might argue that we have a citizen's duty to report any and all crimes to the proper authorities, and also the fact that this is his Instagram profile. It is a public profile, so there's really no problem here with this information. They found one, folks. Here you can see in some of his images, for example, he's a white male, maybe in his mid-20s. He dyed his hair purple at one point, and here's a smoking gun. Here you can see him standing at a Black Lives Matter protest. He's wearing a face mask and holding up a sign that says, "Prosecute the police. Black Lives Matter." I'm sorry, my friend. It is you who may end up being prosecuted instead. Here's a Pepe meme. Now, just to show you what 4chan is capable of, and explain how you can track down a person just using their face, maybe the location that the crime happened, and all sorts of details to deduce who they are, I'm going to show you the following. The United States Park Police, in conjunction with the FBI, Washington Field's Office Violent Crimes Task Force, is attempting to identify several individuals who are responsible for vandalizing federal property at Lafayette Square in Washington, D.C. So this happened on June 22nd, 2020, around 7 p.m., where a group of people vandalized an Andrew Jackson statue. And of course, they're being hunted down. And now you can see that one anon has already found more footage of this person. They found the following tweet by Julio Rosas. Here you can see the suspect. He's butt naked and yelling at the cops.
You know, you can't just beat him if you don't like him.
Your child's gonna tell you you're a piece of shit. Your mom's gonna tell you you're a piece of shit. If your mother doesn't, I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for your family. You're a piece of shit.
A naked man yelling at the police tells an African American male that he feels sorry for his family because he if anyone was raised wrong, I would think it's the naked guy yelling at the police, much less a black police officer. So much for Black Lives Matter. Here you can see another meme posted by Anonymous. You see one stick figure wearing a hat that says CIA, and then you see another stick figure with the words /poll/, which is the politically incorrect board on 4chan, pushing him aside and saying, "Effing casual." 4chan has tracked down another person. Here you can see Francis Hung Photo. Francis Chung. He's another person that the police are looking for destroying the statue. Wow. In the span of less than a single afternoon, the hacker known as 4chan has already identified 2 out of 14 of the criminal Antifa and BLM members. It's only a matter of time before they find them all. Now, the following post I find absolutely hilarious because it actually completely exposes the dangers of using social media. Here you can see Anonymous, who says, LMAO, dumb woman tagged her friend in the pics of them tearing down the statues. Here in the screenshot, you can see the following. A user named Stacy K. Hisder says, at CTW Walkup, you're in this. Imagine getting called out by your own friends. Here one anon asks, Jesus Christ, I was asleep. What the F has happened during the last 12 hours? And in response, The best happening ever. You know, it's kind of a sad day and age where an image board basket weaving forum is pretty much better than the CIA at tracking people down. If it wasn't, thank goodness for the hero known as 4chan. Here an anonymous user from England says, do you ever think that 4chan was some old rogue joint CIA/MI6 operation created in order to become a future asset for good? Like, we were bred and trained specifically to come together and fight for a greater cause? The more the internet becomes powerful and encompasses society in every aspect of our life, the more dominant 4chan becomes? Or are we just the young generation who were born in a special time of change? Time will tell. Forgot to take my meds. Now this is a really interesting observation, and the Anons have several theories. Here one Anon replies, Pol is a voluntary international think tank with unmatched computational capability. Nothing is beyond our reach. Another Anon says, it's because Pol is unironically like a computer. Each user gathers bits of info and contributes it to the overall data collection, reducing the time and effort needed to actually find/do things. And perhaps the most simple explanation. Anon says, it is stupid easy to crowdsource on a decentralized platform. And that's what makes 4chan so great. It's a board where everyone is anonymous, where anyone can post, and nice. And people can work together to do almost anything. 4chan never ceases to amaze me.
On the 30th of May 2016, Pol's SG helped Russia strike terrorists in Syria. We found new rebel training video on YouTube, and so we decided to locate it on Google Earth. I found this place but still verifying. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Another take from the same angle. 5 beams. 5 lines. Pretty certain that's the spot. Someone send it to Ivan. Hey, I think SG found the right place this time. What's the coordinates? Never mind, I got them. He confirmed it's happening, guys. Holy fuck, we did it.
Target acquired.
Now let's wait for the fireworks. Gonna go tell mommy we killed some terrorists on the internet today. I fucking love Pol.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Not everyone is happy about 4chan's superb detective work. Here an Anon from Canada says, why are you trying to ruin people's life over a mistake? Another Anon from Canada has a very good response. They go on to say, even if they don't look like dangerous or revolutionaries, they are very dangerous. With little to no incentive, they can be made to do a terrible thing. A few years at the famous Guantanamo, all-included resort, will be very good for them. Base. And 4chan has massive success in record speed. Here you can see Anonymous, who posts the following screenshot. Washington. Lee Michael Cantrell 47 of Virginia. Connor Matthew Jude 20 of Washington, D.C. Ryan Lane 37 of Maryland, and Graham Lloyd 37 of Maine were charged by criminal complaint yesterday with the destruction of federal property, announced Acting U.S. Attorney Michael R. Sherwin, special agent in charge of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. So some of the people that Hacker 4chan has located, tracked down, have been arrested. The amazing hackers done it again. But that, my friends, is pretty much the story. I think we can all rest a little safer knowing that the hero known as 4chan is out there, searching on the internet, combing the web, and tracking down these criminals before they destroy more property, or even worse, hurt innocent American citizens. God bless 4chan, and God bless America, the greatest place on earth. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What did you think of this story? Please let me know down below in the comment section. Now, as always, if you want to support the work I do, join me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. Joining will give you access to a private Discord server. If you want to donate, there's DonorBox and Bitcoin. The links are down below. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a share. Now more than ever, channels like mine need a little bit more help getting out there. If none of that is your style, consider visiting my merch store. I currently have the Deus Vult Knight and Sword line. There's a variety of things to choose from: shirts, sweaters, hoodies, and even stickers and bags. Link is down below in the description. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, bringing you the real news and spreading those red pills. I'll see you all next time.